Hello and welcome to Coffee with Carey. I don't know if you ever noticed, but I'm not very careful with my coffee because it's not like I pour myself a brand new cup before I come to film. It's usually half filled and it's room temperature by now, so I'm still enjoying it though. I like iced coffee as well. Today I was going to show you how I curl my hair every day and why I don't do it like the kids do it. I do it my own way like a 50-year-old lady. If that's at all interesting, keep watching. Also, please subscribe. Sometimes it's beauty, makeup, fashion. Got a food thing I'm going to be getting ready for you. I want to share something healthy I discovered, so that's coming up this week. And because I am a dating coach, sometimes there's relationship and dating advice. Hit that notification bell too so you're notified when I upload a new video. Stick around, let's do my hair. Okay, so I took my headband out and I'm breaking my hair in half. So let's just separate this out here into half with a semi-side part, which is where I will end up. And this is super fast, super easy. You will not be here. I'm not going to be wrapping it around like 500 pieces so you can watch that. No, I wouldn't do that to you. But here's a couple of things. And I do have like a cool tip that will give you some extra body if your hair is super fine and flat like mine. So I'm just brushing through. Take this side into two. They say I have a lot of hair, but it's very fine. If you've been told that by your stylist, then we're in the same boat. So I take my ends and I like to give it a little curl. I do it up that far, hang on to this piece. Give it about 15-20 seconds. It's not going to hold a curl anyway. I didn't spray it with anything. This is just clean hair. I know when I've done work where I work with a hairstylist, they always say come with your hair dirty. They like that. And if you come with your hair too clean, they spray it all down with hairspray before they even begin to make it dirty and give it some body. But these two pieces on this side, I'm going to make sure that the ends are curled. I don't like when the kids do those beach waves, but their ends are straight. So that's the purpose of this. Just giving my bottom some ends. My ends some body. All right, number two. This side, break that into, actually this one goes into three because I have some layers in the front. So this one, the front part, I just like to give it a little bend at the end. Okay, and then I'll take what remains and break that into two. If you're wondering what I'm looking at, it's just my iPad that I'm using as a monitor. I'm reminding myself of the girl on The Bachelor this season, where she just keeps moving her hair, but she leaves it in her face the whole time. You're watching. Don't pretend like you're not watching with me. Okay, we got the end curl there. And then the final piece here. Now sometimes if I'm not doing that curling thing that I started showing you recently that I've been doing, this would be it. I would just let it cool. I would break it up and throw it in a headband and be out the door and look like I did something. But this is just the starting point for this look. Don't you know? But I really love you. I'm starting to feel something for you. Release. See, it's an old-fashioned curling iron too. All right, I'm gonna turn that one off. This one's been heating up. This is the kind that doesn't have the handle or the clip on it. And it has no, does it have a temperature setting? No, it's on and off. That's why my daughter gave it to me. She probably got one that has multiple. I'm letting this cool a little bit before I mess with it. Maybe I should just give you a second to yourself here and take a little pause for a minute. Okay, I feel like it cooled. If you can believe it, this is my hair with root lifter in it. This has blow foam and some other root lifter that my mother gave me that I squeezed in and put all through the roots, and I'm this flat. So stick around because I do have a little trick for that. Now what I want to do is I don't care about all this underneath hair, or I just want to take some top pieces and give myself a little extra body. I'm trying not to destroy that, but I want to give it some curl up at the top half. I know the girls stop a little further down with their cute little beach waves, but that end is straight and I'm trying to leave it curled. So I'm just gonna do that. One, take one a little further back. You can see what size pieces I'm using. They're not tiny, they're not two like I did with the first curl. that. I'm going to do the other side, and then I will have to hit something in the back. Let's see. Right. I'll pull this right here, a piece here from the top. I always forget which direction I should go. My curl is in between my fingers, a little further behind that, also from the top. Holding the curl from the bottom in my fingers, kind of holding it bent so I don't pull it too taut and straighten it out, because I'll lose that curl in a second. And then I'm going to take a couple from the back. I'm just going to grab right back here. You can't really see that because I'm sitting close to you, but close to the barrel or the controls. This makes me realize I should start working out. I used to have guns. I used to be able to flex in this position and impress people. All right, I think I just want to take this front piece a little bit, maybe halfway down, and then still leave out this curl. I realize if I put it back in a headband, that's how I get all those crazy pieces that stick out. And maybe this one too, the same way. Halfway down. Now, if I were smart, I should spray this probably before it cools. All right, but I do want to show you the trick. So while that's cooling, I've got the one more step that I told you is super cool. And that's why I use this comb. Because what I do is I part it right next to my part. And I come with an iron, because this one's the hot one, I'll use this. And I go right about a ½ inch away from my scalp. And I'm building in some body by creating some lift at my roots here. You see what's happening here? This has got some lift now. If I let this cool, I'll get it out of the way. Take another section. Right underneath, as close to my roots as I can get without burning my scalp. You can see that's my root lifter. That's my lift right there. And then on this other side of the part, wherever that may be, just to give myself a little lift at the part, and the other one was to give me a little lift on the sides of my head, where I'm a little bit more narrow. Okay, so give me a second to let this cool so I can mess it up and show you what I ended up with. I'll turn this off. Okay, I'm straightening out this part. I think it's cooled enough. And I have a little colic in the back, so we've got to cover that a little bit. I haven't even put my fingers through it, but that's what I'm going to do now. I'm just going to mess up my curls and put my fingers through here. And that is how I get a little bit that's not flat, right in here, right there. So if I'm going to wear a curlier, more full style, more full body, that's my tip for a little extra body when you have I got hair in my mouth. So that's my tip for if you have very fine hair that just wants to sit flat on your head. Try creating some curls with your curling iron right at your hairline and see if you can get some lift. I think that might be cooled off enough. And that's how I get hair that is slightly less than stick straight and flat on my scalp. I hope you enjoyed that little trick about setting it underneath there and just holding it, like slide it in and then lift it up so that you're creating that little divot in your hair that will then cool into a little extra lift there. And I have static cling too. All right, maybe I will put a little hairspray on this and see if I can make it last for the whole day. I appreciate you stopping by to see what my little helpful hint was. Please subscribe, hit the ring bell and the thumbs up if you enjoyed it, or you enjoyed my little tip at least. And I will look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, thank you. Thank you so much. Have a good one.